Hey folks, Gun Buff here. So today we have the Midland Backpacker model shotgun. This one happens to be in 12 gauge. They are imported from Turkey by Gibbs Rifle Company. It is a very nice backpacking, hunting, camping, survival shotgun, and I wanted to show you what you get for your money. So first things first, we obviously have the shotgun. It's folded down, as you can tell. Looks like we also get a owner's manual. Looks like we get a 4-end insert, so if you're going to change barrel lengths or calibers or gauges, you can use this to fill up the 4-end. Hey, we have a choke tube wrench, which is pretty nice. It's not the best wrench in the whole wide world. It's kind of rough around the edges here, but you know what? For a sub $200 gun, the fact they include this is pretty nice. You get an Allen wrench, and you get a bag of screws, so when you change out your butt pads, because these spacers here come out, so you can change the length of pull for small statured adults or, you know, children. So this is really flexible and really nice. Or if you want to change butt pads, you might need longer screws. So there you go. So you have everything you need in the box, so you can customize this. Let's get into the features next. All right, let's start up front and we'll show you the features. So you get a single brass bead, nicely done there. You do get, as you can see, a choke tube. These are Beretta pattern tubes. And let's take a look, see how well this wrench works. So these are very easy, very common to find. So it shouldn't be very expensive, you know, $20 and under in most places. Looks like you get a modified, and it is marked Midland. Looks like a pretty standard choke tube to me. It does have the marking on the end, so you can see it when it's inserted, which is nice. And then it's just that easy to put back in. And to find this feature alone on a shotgun of this price point is huge. So that right there is what drew me to it. That and the popularity. I've got a lot of requests from people. But there you go. That's the front end of it. And as you move back, you'll see that it's a very shallow, very nice, very easy to grab 4-end here. It does come with Sling Swivels, which is very nice. And these panels right here are removable. And you'll see that there's nuts on this side, and there's flatheads on this side. And what's kind of cool about these inserts is that they're designed to be customizable, so you can put colors or whatnot in there, different types of material. As you come back, you'll notice that it is a traditional 1950s Beretta design, so it's not a new design, it's been proven. Obviously this is your takedown, so there you go. You'll notice that you do have, as I can move it in position here, you do have an ejector, okay? And there you go, just like that. Then you do have a pretty decent trigger. We'll test it here in a minute, but that's a pretty decent trigger. And then you have a very traditional crossbolt safety. It's very nice. Of course, it's marked red. So, oh, and then you have the insert panels back here, as you can see, right here, on both sides of the weapon, right? And then, as we move back to the buttstock, it's nice. It has a little bit of a swell on it on the cheek, but it's very, very customizable because these are spacers, and that's what this little bag of screws is for. So not only is this a very awesome, inexpensive survival package, but it becomes kind of a youth weapon as well, because you can take out these spacers and just put the pretty decent butt pad on here and shrink that length of pull a little bit. And here's the rear attachment point for the sling, and then there's your butt, just access there and there. Also, this is hollow. So what's kind of cool about it is that most of this is usable space, and you can put either a small survival kit, even Midland. If you go to shootmidland.com, they are supposedly in 2018 going to have not only different calibers and different chamberings and barrel length, but they have a Buttstock survival kit that goes in here. So they're definitely marketing this. Another nice feature about this gun is that it has the recess right here for the trigger guard to fit into. So let me show you that. So when you break this gun over, it mates right there. See, that's actually a very nice feature that you don't see in some of the Heartland or Hatfields, I should say, weapons. So there you go. There's the package. Now this is the 26-inch barreled version, mostly because I wanted to teach some 4-Hers and my own children and some Boy Scouts on how to shoot trap and skeet. So I got a little bit longer barrel, but they supposedly have other barrel lengths that you can buy independent of the gun. So they have an 18, a 24, and a 26 and 12 gauge. So there you go. That's it in a nutshell. Very inexpensive. Street price on these are going to run you somewhere between $140 and $160. They are fantastic. We have field tested this model and a few others, and they are just quite nice. For the money, for sub $200 and all these features, choke tubes, the fact that it closes and becomes very compact, the fact that it has a hollow butt so that you can make a survival rifle or survival shotgun out of it is very nice. And the fact that you can change out calibers, barrel lengths, and gauges on this is fantastic. Heck, even the sling points are something you just don't find on these inexpensive foreign-made guns. Now, speaking of that, this is made in Turkey and imported by Gibbs Rifle Company, but that should not deter you because the value and the features are very, very high. Okay, we'll give you some dimensions here. So looks like this guy comes in at 4 pounds 15 ounces. Now you could shave some of that weight off by going to a smaller barrel, either the 18 or the 24, or if you went to a different caliber, right, or gauge. 22 would be lighter, I would imagine, and so would the 12 gauge short barrels and the 20 gauge of 410. They will probably be lighter in weight. Now, as far as the trigger goes, let's see. I imagine this is fairly heavy, but it has a nice feel to it. It's not horrible. Oh yeah, 8.5, 9 pounds, something like that. It's off my scale actually, so I would imagine 8.5, 9 pounds. It does cock on closing, and as you can see, the trigger is not actually all that bad. There's really no take up at all, and just a very little bit of travel. That's all you got right there, and it's very solid. Like I said, there's no take up at all. So for a shotgun trigger, it's actually pretty nice. Particularly for a gun that is sub $200. I mean, you just can't beat it. I've been selling these like hotcakes. They are fantastic. There are a few things that I'm not crazy about, but generally speaking, this is a great gun for the money. So it is chambered in 3-inch, so you can get quite a bit of different variety of shot shells to put in this guy. You can also do inserts, and I plan on testing the 12 gauge to 45 insert in here just to further its survival usage. So stay tuned for that. So a few more features. So it has a tactile, you can feel it and see it, cocked indicator. So watch this. So when you break over the gun, and remember it cocks on closing, that popped up right there. See, and you can feel it. So that's quite nice that it's there. You can roll it over and you can see it, or you can put your finger right on it, or if you're right-handed, you put your thumb right on it right there, and you'll know that you have a cocked weapon. So that's another fantastic feature that just, you just don't find in guns very often at this price point. So we'll finish up like we always do with pros and cons. So the biggest pro, obviously, again, is cost. It is super inexpensive. Under $200, you really can't go wrong. Other pros are it doesn't have any weird engravings or fake nickel type of finishes on the receiver that you find in a lot of the low-end breakover or over-under shotguns. So it's nice. It's just black. It's plain Jane. It's designed as a utilitarian gun, right? You put it in your backpack. Yeah, you put it in your cabin, your boat, whatever you're going to do with it. I'm going to use it as a Boy Scout 4-H gun. So this is going to teach youth to shoot, trap, and skeet. Maybe do some sporting clays with it. The ability to have choke tubes in this price point is unheard of. It's fantastic. And the flexibility that you can change out either gauges or calibers, and the fact that it has a hollow buttstock right here, so that you can fill it up with whatever you want, or the pre-made survival kit from shootmidland.com is pretty fantastic. Also, the ability to shorten the length of pull so that children, right, or ladies out there get the chance to play with this. I think that, and that it fits them. I think this is fantastic. I love the fact that it has a traditional safety. You know, that is just really, really, really nice. The trigger's not horrible at all. The only con that I have with this gun is there are some fit and finishes issues, but you know, what do you expect for a sub $200 gun, right? So there's some, you can see some molding marks right there, all right? These inserts that are customizable, they, on this back edge, for whatever reason, they want to catch your finger. It could be because I might need to tighten this down, but they want to, on both sides actually, they want to catch your finger. But you know, again, sub $200 gun, I think that's probably okay. That doesn't bother me. That would not deter me from buying this weapon. Now, frankly, if this was $500+ gun, yeah, those would bother me. But for sub $200, first of all, you can't find a lot of guns that are sub $200 anyway. So, but certainly it doesn't bother me with this. I think it's perfect for the money. I also think it's perfect for the intended use. So if you're going to take this backpacking, if you're going to take it camping, if you're going to take it rabbit hunting with your kid for the first time, if it's going to be the very first shotgun and or rifle for your child, I think this is great. Why would you give them a $1,000 gun, right? This is perfect to learn on, whether you're doing 4-H, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, youth hunting, whatever it is, this guy fills the bill. So I really think this is a great value. Doesn't matter what configuration you get it in, because frankly, you can swap these out. And my understanding is that both the survival kit, the different barrel lengths, and the different calibers and gauges are going to be available mid-2018. So check back with shootmidland.com and they should have updates there. But this rifle shotgun is really great for the money. The only last criticism / con I have is one I always have with guns not made in the States, is that this gun is made in Turkey and imported into the United States for Gibbs Rifle Company, and that's not much of a critique. The Turks have been making really nice shotguns for quite some time. This is one of them. So I just wish it was made in the States. I wish it employed Americans. So outside of the fit and finish and that not being made in the States, I got no complaints about this gun. This is definitely going to find a home in my safe, and you should totally check this out. It is well worth the money. At around $150, $160, I don't see how you can go wrong with this. So if you like these type of videos, please do me a favor, share this, leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Thanks. Be safe and be good.